What's up, MELD Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. I'm your host here, Fareed. As a part of today's video, we're diving into the latest updates for the MELD ecosystem. First and foremost, we've got Ken Alling, who's officially been able to off-ramp, converting his MELD directly into the euro, paying a very minor fee, and I want to break down exactly how much that costs. In addition, you can now get paid to actually beta test or to test the official MELD lending and borrowing app before the official release to the general public. And I'll break down how much you can earn and how you can go ahead and participate. In addition, we've got asset support being added to the MELD app and the MELD network. So I want to highlight 3 brand new tokens from ETH that are now supported in the MELD ecosystem. In addition, I want to give you guys some updates surrounding the MELD Hive NFT, the first ever NFT collection to mint on the MELD network. And then there's also some updates surrounding MEPE, and then we'll close out by highlighting a RawDog. As always, if you do enjoy updates and content just like this, make sure to smash that thumbs up on the way in. If you want more, consider subscribing to the channel. And last but not least, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. Now, we're just going to jump right on in here because we've got quite a bit to cover. This coming out here from Ken, mentioning I just swapped MELD for euros, and it cost him roughly around $1.06. Now, obviously, that's the amount right there listed in euros converted. But that goes back to really show you how cheap it's going to be to on-ramp and off-ramp into the MELD ecosystem. We've also heard from Ken and team that there's going to be a premium offering for the MELD platform, which will further reduce the amount that you actually pay to on and off-ramp. So that's the first bit of news that I want to highlight there. Next, for anybody who's looking to earn a little bit of MELD, let's quickly talk about how you can do that. So you can now test the MELD mobile app and also get paid in MELD for doing so. So there's 12,000 MELD for international testers, and then there's 3,000 MELD for European testers, and there's a Google Forms link left down below. Relatively quick, pretty straightforward and simple, but definitely keep in mind that you'll have to actually onboard, provide real and valid information, and then I think they actually are asking that people actually onboard or on-ramp funds directly into the MELD ecosystem. Now, this is all being done well ahead of the actual mainnet launch. If you've missed it, Ken has mentioned the fact that the team is basically hands down. There's no additional development currently going on for the MELD lending and borrowing protocol, and that they're basically just waiting to make sure that everything goes smoothly with this recent announced testing before releasing the official product on the mainnet. So I'm getting ready. I know that a lot of other people are also getting ready, and that there's going to be a huge influx of liquidity presenting a ton of opportunity in the MELD ecosystem. Moving right along, we've got a pretty big milestone here stating today, after being live for more than a year, the MELD app has officially managed to manage, for lack of better terms there, $132 million in assets across 4 different blockchains. So we've got Avalanche supporting $58 million, Cardano $53 million, ETH $7 million, and then the MELD ecosystem $12 million. One number that I think could definitely help here in the ecosystem if it were able to grow would be that ETH number, right? So if we can begin to really tap into the ETH community, begin to onboard them, let them know what MELD is building, I think that that will be a huge and a really nice gateway or a bridge to have, just given the liquidity, the ease of access, and the familiarity, right, between the ETH ecosystem and what MELD currently has to offer. Moving over, we now have support for Pepe directly within the MELD app. We've also got support for SHIB within the MELD app. And then we also have support for the link or the chain link token, basically an Oracle provider or an Oracle protocol, which are now all visible and usable directly from within the MELD app. So this is really positive news here. The team has also gone ahead and actually added support for Cardano native assets, but that's another day, or that's for another conversation. Now, the next bit of news here is surrounding the upcoming MELD with Us Twitter space taking place on September 26th. At 5 p.m. CT with Ken, Pepe, Wesley, and Unknown King hosting. And they'll be breaking down all of the information and details for the upcoming Molder NFT mint. Now I'm going to dive into all of those details here in just a moment. In addition, we have the official launch of MELD Nation, a community page or community built on X. If I'm not mistaken, this will be a lot of the core members from MELD, in addition to ambassadors, putting on spaces, really just allowing for anybody to join in, be a part of the conversation, be a part of the community, and really trying to foster and make a lot of noise from an organic perspective on X. So I'll leave the link to that down below if you want to go ahead and join that particular community. Now, I mentioned earlier the official Molder NFT collection. This was just released about 3 days ago. Now, the official NFT has not yet minted, but it states you're introducing the first ever NFT collection on MELD called Molder. It's launching on the 26th of September, and all of the details are listed down below. Now, there's quite a bit here, so I'm going to just cherry pick some of the bigger pieces that you might need to keep in mind. So the total supply is 2,000 Molder NFTs. Each of them will be worth 3,000 MELD, and you'll need 10 GMELD or 10 of the gas tokens for the MELD ecosystem, in addition to that 3,000 MELD. The team has also reserved 100 NFTs for a giveaway, and we can see that the official launch is the 26th, and the time I don't think has actually been specified just yet. Now, I took it upon myself to take a look here at some of their cheat sheets. There's also going to be an ongoing airdrop. So it looks like there's going to be 750,000 of the Hive tokens, which have been allocated for the airdrop. And the base reward amount is 1,000 of the Hive tokens to a certain group of Hive token holders. Now, you have to hold a certain amount of Hive tokens in order to be eligible for the airdrop, but they haven't given that number away in order to stop the gamification or in order to stop people from wallet splitting in order to take advantage of the actual airdrop. Now, here we've got all of the different Molder rarity items where we can see that, you have different options for the skin, the clothes, the eyes, the tattoos, the background, etc. Now, jumping over to the official NFT minting website, I'll leave the link to this down below. We have access to the entire collection here. And I mean, just looking at it, looks relatively clean. The artwork is super high quality and they all don't look alike. Now, obviously Molder is, he symbolizes the MELD logo. So, all of the Molders look alike in that sense. But in terms of all the traits, what they're wearing, what they're doing, their emotions, etc., it all does look relatively different. So I'll definitely be participating, not financial advice, but I do want to highlight the upcoming Molder NFT sale. If you're enjoying today's video so far, again, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. If you want more, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. Next, let's talk about MEPE really quickly. So shout out to MEPE for this custom one-of-one bit of artwork here, which MEPE reached out to me, asked me if I wanted something. I provided some directions. Huge fan of Karate Kid, huge fan of martial arts, and this is exactly what I got. So thank you, MEPE. I definitely do appreciate this. It means a lot. And I'm not the only person that's received custom MEPE art. So there's been a few other team members from within the actual MEPE group or from the official MEPE Telegram, which have also received their own custom one-of-ones. Here we've got Color, a MELD community member. And then we've also got Melda here as well with a custom NFT. So congrats to everybody. We've got a growing family here in Pepe. If you want to find out more, check out the link down below. I'll leave the link to the official Telegram group where you might also be able to get your own custom NFT made. Now, moving over, we've got updates for RawDog. So this team continues to pump their coin. I do hold RawDog. I also hold MEPE and Hive for full transparency, but we've got some new artwork here with Willie, the official mascot of RawDog, landing on the moon, getting ready to pump his bags. We've also got some additional content coming here for their Friday burns. So if you're not aware, every single Friday, the team takes 1% of the supply that was traded across all the markets or across all of the MELD ecosystem, and they actually burn that amount. Now, keep in mind that the burn just basically locks up that particular token amount. The total supply still remains the same. It's just that you're not going to have that additional selling pressure. And so there's a dead address or dead wallet address on the MELD network where these tokens are sent to every single Friday. And on top of that, this team is now working on merch. So I'm actually waiting on a nice little gift here from this particular team. Again, I do hold the token for full transparency, but we've got quite a bit going on here in the meme ecosystem when it comes to RawDog, MEPE, and MELD Hive. Now, if you just want to find out more about all of the ongoing token launches or just assets in the MELD ecosystem, you can head over to defined.fi. I'll leave the link to that down below. From here, you can review all of the biggest tokens in the ecosystem. So sorting here by market cap, of course, MELD coming in at number 1, RawDog coming in at number 2, UMSU, which we haven't heard a lot from this team, but I think that once they release more of their game, we're going to see a lot of attention and a lot of liquidity flowing towards their token. Fourth, we've got ADA, and then we've got MELD Hive down here. And then, of course, some of the smaller or more riskier meme tokens in the ecosystem. Of course, do your own due diligence. Just want to provide you guys a brief update here surrounding MELD. Hopefully you guys have found this to be helpful. Again, if you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by and you want more, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. That said, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.